Question 25 is: why do some people fear spirit communication and knowledge? Ignorance is undoubtedly the reason for the fear many people hold for what they consider the unknown. They may have some vague belief in life after death, as it tends to be called, but are opposed to spirit communication because they mistakenly believe this disturbs the so-called dead. They sometimes believe the dead have gone to a place of rest, to await a day of judgment, and should not be disturbed until that day comes. They do not understand that the dead cannot be disturbed, because they have never truly died. When spirit people communicate, directly or more commonly through mediums upon earth, they are not being disturbed or called up. They return because they wish to do so. Indeed, spirit communication is only possible if it is initiated from the spirit side of life, or because they are happy to cooperate with us. Without their desire to cooperate, no medium can guarantee who, if anyone, will communicate. They return primarily to tell their loved ones that they are still alive, and that they will always love them, and to show them that they are still interested in their welfare and daily life. If they are ignored, or an opportunity to communicate is lost or ignored, or their loved ones deliberately try to forget them, this may sadden them. This is because they can see, hear, feel and love, just the same, if not better, than before their passing. Many people who are fearful or afraid of what they consider the unknown would prefer it if the subject was never mentioned. Perhaps what they unknowingly fear, because they cannot consciously analyze it, is the responsibility that spiritual knowledge and truth can bring. Once we recognize the truth, we can no longer blame fate or God for our good or bad fortune. Spiritual knowledge teaches us that every action and consequence of our life is of our own making, our personal responsibility. Indeed, through the law of karma it is possible, or in fact probable, that we are currently reaping according to how we lived, and the things we did, in a past life. Understanding spiritual truths and laws clarifies for us that we are at all times responsible for how we live and what we do. This gives us the opportunity to take command of our lives with a completely different and more positive outlook. This responsibility frightens some people. They may perhaps go to a priest and seek forgiveness and absolution for what they have done in life. This naturally accomplishes nothing and makes no difference, and can never fulfill the claim of the priest or church. Yet the person on earth may prefer to remain in ignorance of this fact, and live in hope and misplaced faith. It is sometimes said that ignorance is bliss. Even though it is true to say that if we are truly ignorant we will have correspondingly less responsibility, as a young child would, it is not so if the opportunity to learn was seen, but ignored. When people deliberately ignore the opportunity to learn about the spirit side of life, and live in fear of its truth, they will eventually regret this when they pass to spirit life. Then they will realize the missed opportunity to discover so much wonderful information, as well as the possibility of communication with those they love who returned home to spirit life before them. It is also possible that the missed opportunity may have led to greater spiritual progression. It is after all the primary reason for incarnation. It may be a long wait for the same opportunity to come along in a future incarnation. It is certainly a fact that those who pass, return, to spirit life with some understanding of what awaits them can progress far quicker than those without any awareness of a spirit life. Spiritual communications attempt to unveil truth to the world, to give hope, and to support this with knowledge obtained directly from those currently living in the spirit world. To some people this is frightening. For them to even contemplate such truth would throw their whole physical life into disrepute. Their misuse of power, their wrong actions, would be too painful for them to face. For them death is the escape from their actions, or so they think. They also think that by denying truth, and encouraging fear in others, truth will somehow magically go away. But, of course, it will not. Death is never an escape, it is an awakening to truth in the home world, and it is a time for self-reflection, when our progress and errors of judgment become apparent to us. If we live in the light of spiritual truth, we should have no fear of spirit communications, or of the pursuit for spiritual knowledge, truth and wisdom. Indeed, the desire and determination to seek the truth is a most worthy attribute, and one which will, ultimately, bring reward.